What's up? It's Ozzy from Review Hub here today, and I already went over every hot song in 010, every number one album, and some definitive songs. So now I'm gonna do the same, but with 2011. A lot happened in the year 2011. You have singer Nate Dogg passing away, DMX getting released from jail, and a lot more. On the music spectrum, we have the continued rise of Young Money and newer acts like Wiz Khalifa, Chief Keef, Big Sean, and more coming into their own. So today I will be going through all the number one rap songs from the beginning of the year to the end. So starting off the first week, we have Ashton Martin Music by Rick Ross featuring Drake and Chrisette Michele. I went more in depth in this song in my analyzing every number one 2010 rap song, but this song has a fancy, rich, expensive type beat thrown in with one of Drake's best and underrated features, making this song continuing from the year prior number one again for the week of January 8th. Again, we have another entry from the year prior. We got Waka Flocka No Hands featuring Roscoe Dash and Wale, the definitive club song of 2018, making a rerun in the early year of 2011. Another selfish plug, but I went over this song in the same video. Waka, Roscoe, and yes, even the poetic, most popular kid in high school, Wale, had every event turned up with this song. Everyone from the week of January 15th till January 29th was sipping on Moscato. The first quarter, we have a bunch of reruns for the beginning of the year. Although Black and Yellow came out last year as a single for Wiz Khalifa's third debut studio album, Rolling Papers. The album being released March 29, 2011, but the song coming out the year prior. I'm surprised all this time I thought this song was about the Pittsburgh Steelers, but looking into it, Wiz has said that it has to do with the colors of his car that he had bought. Anyways, this song hits its peak as a Steelers anthem during the 2011 Super Bowl where the Steelers were in the finals. This catchy song hit multi-plat, and since everything Wiz does is big, so is his first week numbers, staying at number one for the weeks of February 5th and February 12th. After that, we have Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj featuring Drake. Young Money label mates hit the charts with the fourth single from Nicki's debut studio album, Pink Fridays. Nominated for a Grammy for 2012 Best Rap Performance, this song goes on to tell a story about two kids growing up together, having the same dream of becoming a successful rapper, then later out living out the dream together. It stayed number one for the week of February 19th till the week of April 16th. After that, we have Look at Me Now by Chris Brown featuring Lil Wayne and Busta Rhymes. Released as the second single February 1st, 2011, Chris Brown proves again his ability to cross over between rapping to singing. This song is really praised for Busta Rhymes' quick verse in which he raps at the speed of light. But personally, I feel like Wayne's verse is pretty slept on. He didn't slouch and he really delivered. All three of them technically all delivered. Arithmetic record that lasted on the charts from April 23rd to the week of June 25th, my bad. Next, we have My Last by Big Sean featuring Chris Brown. Again, we see Chris Brown in the charts. Big Sean's first single from his debut album, Finally Famous, released March 1st, 2011. This bouncy pop-like record had everyone's hands up in the air. Thriving in the swag/snapback era, Chris Brown and Big Sean put on a really good performance on this track. Sometimes it's easy to forget that Big Sean had hits even back then, but Chris Brown is the king of nostalgia when it comes to putting on throwback records. But this song stayed on the charts from July 2nd till the week of July 19th. Next, we have DJ Khaled coming in yelling with this song, I'm On One, featuring Drake, Rick Ross, and Lil Wayne. Personally, this is one of my favorite songs of this year. From Drake's catchy melodic chorus to his in-the-bag rapping, adding in Rick Ross's deep brash grunt to his boss-talking verse. Also Lil Wayne's fire verse with lines like, quote, you're a sellout but I'm not buying, quote, this song from top to bottom, from production, chorus to verse, is timeless. Unfortunately, nowadays, getting a group of top artists on one track is really rare now. But back then, we were really spoiled with songs like this. And it stayed number one from July 16th till October 8th. Drake hits number one again, this time with his solo record, Headlines. With those classic trumpets, this instrumental aged really well. Released as a single for arguably his most classic album, Take Care, Drake has said, quote, the purpose of this record was solely to deliver a message, and quote, I really just wanted to talk to the people with the first record. Drake flips the switch between singing and rapping, and it's a nice duality and makes this song really great. This has to be on the list of Drake's best records, hitting headlines as well as the charts, lasting from October 15th till November 26th. Jay-Z and Kanye West with Niggas in Paris end the year at number one, released for an album that can be considered the pinnacle of collab albums. Kanye West has, quote, said about this album, I am where art meets commercial, the sweet spot between the hood and Hollywood, end quote. You got huge, larger-than-life artists clashing on this record, intimidating static snares and hard bass. Kanye and Jay-Z were firing on all cylinders. This multi-plat song has a lot of critical success to follow it, and rightfully so, with many media outlets saying it's the best song of the year. Jay and Kanye stayed on the top with this track for December 3rd till the end of the year. To sum it up, a lot of artists were firing on all cylinders. We have Drake's Take Care, Big Sean's Finally Famous, Watch the Throne, Wiz Khalifa's Rolling Papers. I know I'm leaving some of them out, but a lot of these albums that I named are albums that fans hold dear to their hearts and consider it the artist's highest point. With a lot of great projects must come great records, obviously. And 2011 was no slouch. Again, Drake, Nicki, Wayne continue the Young Money hot streak. specifically Drake laying down the early foundation that he would later stand on top of in the music game. Wiz Khalifa also solidifies himself as a staple in the rap game with his album and #1 record. A lot of artists dropped a lot of great songs in 2011 that didn't hit #1. And 2011 had many artists bursting out the scene with the entry to a more streaming and internet era. Let me know your favorite rap song of 2018. I'm Ozzy from Review Hub, and I'm out.